Soldier's Joy. Well, some may say it's a joy, others may say it's a tricky tune. But actually it's a fascinating tune because I've heard so many different variations played of this particular melody. And depending on where the person comes from and perhaps their background in traditional music very much seems to influence the style that this tune is played in. As far as I'm aware, this is the basic tune. And I think it kicks off with a couple of pickup notes. So the pickup notes were those on the D string, and then it's into the tune starting on the A string. That's a sort of cross-bowing technique. You have to go from the A string to the D string and back again. So that's the A tune. The B tune, that I think is the regular version, sounds something like this. Those are the pickup notes starting on the D on the A string, which is the third note, that one, and then straight onto the E string. So the whole melody played together now, the A and the B section, 3, 4. Repeats. Let's go on to the B now. Again. Now, the way that you can approach this tune very much is depending on what style interests you the most, because old-time fiddle players would play this in quite a unique way. They would add lots of extra notes into the tune, And you really need to go onto YouTube and check out some of the old-time fiddle versions of this tune, because they will add lots of extra notes. I can't really play exactly like that, but I'll try to. As I say, I can't really do it because it's not within my style. It's not built within the way that I play, because the influences I have are very much from the Irish music, of course, because being located near Liverpool, there's a strong Irish influence. Some Shetland music creeps into my fiddle style because I hear a lot of Shetland music, mainly played by friends. And also there's a sort of lumpy English feel in mine as well, because I've played in ceilidh bands where melodeon tends to take the give the rhythm to each tune. So my particular version of this tune has sort of altered the way that I approach playing it, and no doubt yours will too, because your individual style will start to take over, and you'll find that you don't play it perhaps exactly the same way as the next person. But that's the fun, I think, of this particular tune, because it does illustrate a variety of different styles and ways of playing this tune. So I'll play that straight version again a little bit quicker. So you've got to really go with a bit of a push across those two strings, the A and the D string. Okay, so we can learn a little bit from the old-time fiddlers there, because they will tend to play the two strings together. Well, generally, I know it's a generalisation, but many old-time fiddle players would try and make the fiddle sing out. Like the Shetland fiddle players, they would likewise do the same, get the fiddle to really sing out. So the best way to do that is to play two strings at the same time, which you can do quite well in this tune at the start. So I'm just playing the D and the A string at first, playing the melody, and then dropping up to the A and the E string and playing the two strings simultaneously. There's a nice double stop I tend to put in there, which adds emphasis to that part of the tune. It goes da 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 da, bum bum. It adds a bit of emphasis. So it gives that sort of little bit of extra push on those notes, which gives rhythm, of course, which is what the dancers, because I chiefly play for dancers, that's what they pick up on, that rhythm. And then when I play the B part, I like to add a little double stop. That's the D on the A string, that one with your third finger, and the F, I think, yes, the F on the E string. I play the two notes together. I keep my ring finger down on that D for quite a lot of the tune. The reason I do that is because it provides me with a chord. And if you're playing unaccompanied, if you've got a chord like that and you're also playing the melody whilst playing the chord, it adds to the volume. That's something I very much pick up from the Shetland style, where they like to play with that strong chordal sort of sound. It seems to make the fiddle ring out, particularly if you're playing unaccompanied. So you need to make the thing sing out. Now I also like to play down. When you play the B section, and that's a nice chord there. That's on the G string first note, which will be the A, of course, and also I play the D string at the same time. I'm playing the note E. Once again, that gives me that chord that I can use to drive through with the rhythm. I might be playing that too quickly. I'll slow it down. So with this particular tune, learn the tune first, I guess, just the basic bare bones. Okay, and then you can start to drone. If you don't know about drone notes, just look at any of my lessons. I do actually include, I think, one particular lesson where I just talk nothing about other than, and I don't drone on, I do talk about drone notes extensively in this particular video, and if I can locate it, I'll put a link in the video description for this video. But this is just really to give you an idea of the way in which you can approach this tune, and as I say, very much depends on your own style and your preferences. You may like the Irish style, you may like the Scottish style, you may like the Canadian style, the old-time American style. Goodness me, there are so many styles out there. So you can choose, but you can add a flavour of other styles as well. There's nothing to stop you going over into the American old-time perhaps and say, yeah, I really like the way that fiddle player's played that. Or off to Scotland, where they play a little bit more in a sort of classical style. I'll probably get shot for that now if I go up into Scotland, but I think you can see where I'm coming from. And the Irish, of course, they will add trills and slides. And all sorts of beautiful ornamentation like that. And the Canadians, of course, they'll really have that wonderful driving sound in their interpretation. So there you go, The Soldier's Joy. What a wonderful tune this is to illustrate so many different types of fiddle styles and approaches to playing a particular tune. I'll try and add some links into this description, but hopefully this has been interesting for you, and have fun once again. Bye for now.